Hi, my name is Liam Creagh, and my topic is, can sex be addictive? Before we start off, sexual addiction has been a topic for many years, and it's been very, varied. People say it's addictive, and other people are like, no, addiction's just, there's nothing there. With the textbook, it's not on there, but it relates with the neurotransmitters that are sent from the brain, like dopamine, norepinephrine, and a bunch of those that deal with mood, and a bunch of other brain actions. The first side, the yes side, why sex can be addictive. It has physical and chemical components, just like alcoholics and eating disorders. People are dependent on those things. People with sex addiction are dependent on those things because of those chemical reactions from the neurotransmitters from their brain. Many sexual behaviors fit the definition of what makes something addictive. Like I just said, with alcoholism, people are dependent on those things. They need to have those things every part of their lives, and they just can't get enough of it, or they can't stop doing it unless they have treatment. Cannot control the destructive behaviors and need help. The only way they can get help from alcoholism, they need to go do therapy and have their own personal therapist, or help from the family or friends, or they do it themselves. With the same thing with sexual addiction is that they need help, and part of it is with all this, there are 10 different distinctive sexual behaviors. I'm going to explain a little bit. Fantasy sex is like looking pornography on the internet. Selective role sex, probably don't know what that is. Paying for sex, prostitution, strippers, all that other stuff. These are all the ways people can get addicted to sex, and it is a very bad thing. The treatment to get it from is, like I said, therapy individual, or from friends, or a therapist, which is therapist is the highest one, or the second highest one, and the highest one is religion. They get it from a higher power. They get a new belief in life that they have to stop this, and they just drop everything, believe in God or any religion that they choose. And like it's up there, a number of the key aspects that are involved in healthy recovery is a very good therapist and a 12-step program for a religion that you keep on and don't drop. The other side, the no side, is that it's not addictive, and people say addiction is merely a term for behavior that falls outside the social norms. Many people believe that if you do something that is not normal, they say, oh, they're not doing something right, we should leave them alone and figure it out for themselves, they don't need help. Many people also believe that alcoholism isn't a thing, so they don't help them out, and even though it is addictive, it's by factual and informational truths and that it is. Chemical dependency should not be confused with mechanisms that can drive sexual appetite. One of the people I got my articles off of, her name is Annie Sprinkle, that's my name, that she said sexual appetite is only compulsive, it's not addictive, that they do it because they want to, it's not because they need to. And going on to that, a consistent clinical definition of addiction is not agreed upon. So I looked up on Urban Dictionary and Dictionary that there was very many different definitions for addiction, and most of them all stated that examples of alcoholism, sex addiction, eating disorders, and many other topics that were all up there, but they all had different definitions of what it meant. And it's a personal responsibility, not a personal physiology that people need to figure out on themselves, and that they don't need help from a psychiatrist or therapy. The whole idea of sex addiction is born out of moralistic ideology masquerading as science. People say that it's not an addiction because we are made to have sex. We need to, it's part of our life. We have sex. We need to reproduce to survive. So many people believe that it's just there. It's not an addictive state. It's just we need it. Like we do it to survive. And another one is a concept that seems to serve no other purpose but than to regulate sexual expression to the level of shameful acts. That something down the line or back in their past, like someone died and they need the comfort of a woman or a man, that they need to have it so they can repress other memories. So, sex is only a compulsion and not an addictive behavior. I already said that. It's from many other things. It's just they need it. They need to do it to repress memories or other things. There's a chart before that showed that. Many people view sexually explicit material. Does that make them a sex addict? Like, people view porn, people pay for strippers or prostitutes, but does that make them a sexual addict? It's normal to escape from an occasional problem. It's healthy since your body. I already said that. This slide is, I deleted them like earlier yesterday and probably saved wrong, so I'm probably going to go over a lot of the stuff I said. Sex becomes a scapegoat for other problems like loneliness, frustration, poor judgment, and destructive behavior. Like I said before in the last two slides, they need to run away from their past and need that to repress the memories, blah, blah, make money, and that's my references.
All right.